And we are at the very early stages of that journey. Everything everyone's talking about today, right? All your chat GPTs, your Gemini, your crop disease detection tools, your fraud detection tools, all these tools are basically what? They perceive your inputs, text, image, video, and then they are able to predict what's next based on the vast knowledge that they have been trained on. So it's a very simple still perceive and predict stage. Now comes, interestingly, I think we are in the early stages where you add to that the ability to act autonomously. And that's the rise of what you call AI agents. Is anyone in this room using AI agents? Okay. I'm great to see so many hands up. I mean, I use Comet, which is available. And one of the things, because I don't have a lot of time to think about what to cook or what should be cooked at home, one of the things I love doing on Comet is saying, I want to make, today I want to have this for dinner, say, paneer something for dinner. It will on its own figure out the ingredients. It will go place the order on Amazon grocery, which is what I use. And then the only thing it can pay, if I give it my credit card details, it will also make the payment. But the only thing I have kept as a safety is, before it pays, it comes and asks me, so I can put in my PIN, and I'm not going to give my PIN to it, but you can program it that way, right? So AI agents are end-to-end. They will automate processes fully, without human intervention, or you can build in human intervention as needed for security. And right now, it's still early stages where they can handle these simple processes. But in this case, I'm not telling it, go buy paneer, go buy palak, go buy this. I'm just saying I need to make palak paneer. It will go figure out what are the ingredients needed, and then it will buy, right? So this is the beauty, and there's so many different uses today already, especially in healthcare and financial services, and I think that's still early. In my guess is 1 to 2 years, we will see AI agents becoming mainstream, and automation, end-to-end automation becoming mainstream. And that, added to that, is the third stage, where your systems or your machines, and yes, I'm old school AI, so for me AI is still machine learning and deep learning, so I still call it a machine. When your machine starts knowing how to reason, while we say there are foundation models that can reason today, but the consistent stability is still lacking. And reason means what? Dealing with unstructured problems, evaluating trade-offs, which AI cannot do today. And then the last phase is where AI becomes Isaac Newton or Einstein. For example, if you take your favorite AI model and you feed in lots of data on apples falling, do you think, without training, do you think it will come out suddenly on its own with the law of gravity? It won't. It will calculate speed, it will tell you average speed, it will tell you what happens to the apple when it falls, it will tell you all of that. But without being trained today, it will not connect that to say there must be a law, there must be gravity which is making the apples fall. That's the difference today, and we should really, really think about it hard. That is what separates us from AI today. So when you talk about human intelligence versus artificial intelligence, it's not just how much we know. AI knows more than us, definite. It's been trained on things that we will never learn in our lives. But ability to take that knowledge and think across domains, think of possibilities, think of what is possible, unknown, dealing with the unknown, is what we humans can do. That's human intelligence. That's human reasoning. And yes, there is a lot of enthusiasm to get AI to that stage, what they call artificial general intelligence or AGI, and that I think is sort of where AI pretty much becomes human or better than human. I honestly question what's the need, but that's where the direction is, and that's what we are going to. But this journey, when you understand that where we are today is just the beginning, just the tip of the iceberg, and you understand what's coming, that investment starts making sense. Because that investment is going in to make sure countries are making sure that they are the ones who can control the supply chain, the value chain that is getting built. Because imagine the power that you will have in hand when AI can reach the capabilities that I talked about. And the question is, what should be India's role in this? How do we differentiate what we do versus, say, what all other countries are doing? Or what should be the global South's role? I think that's a very important question. And my belief, my personal belief here is, I think in this discussion and in this obsession we have to ensure that AI becomes absolutely human-like, better than humans, somewhere we are putting humans at the sidelines. And I think Anurag referred to this. The AI framework has taken the human out, put them in the sidelines, and it's all become about the technology and what the technology can do. I think that's a very, very dangerous world we are living in. We center of the loop. That's what human centricity means. It's not just building AI to help humans. It's ensuring that in this hyper-digital AI world, humans live with purpose, we live with dignity, we live with respect, and we live with meaning. That's what, to me, that's what human centricity means. And I think India and the Global South has to play the role of changing the narrative that is shaping today, where it's an AI-first world. I hate that statement. I think we have to move it to a human-first world that's augmented by AI. And of course, states in India have to lead from the front. If India has to do it, states have to do it first. And here, first of all, congratulations to Orissa for organizing this summit. Neeti are doing with Orissa on AI, because unlike many others, rather than rushing in and saying we are going to build a lot of compute or we are going to build this or build that, Orissa has decided to focus on the most important element or imperative of AI, data. Because in AI, your AI is as good as your data. If your data quality is good, it's trusted, your AI results will be fantastic. If your data is bad, your AI results will be bad. And very few people are thinking about that. So my congratulations and my tremendous gratitude to both Vishalji and Ahujaji for understanding this right from the beginning and saying that we will start with focus on data. And as Neeti Frontier Tech Hub, we're very, very privileged to work with them. And we'll be starting this work very soon to roll out a process to see how data quality. First step is, how do we ensure data quality is top-notch? How do we build the data flow work process starting at the district level and create that framework? And if we are successful, I think that can be a huge contributions towards strengthening India's overall AI play. So with that, thank you once again, and thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ms. Ghosh, for your very interesting, insightful, and informative address. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very privileged to have with us Shri Manoj Ahuja, Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha. As the head of Odisha's administration, he has always advocated for integration of AI in governance and service delivery, and with a clear focus on efficiency, transparency, and citizen convenience. He has emphasized on the use of AI to simplify citizen-government interaction. I'll request him to address this gathering.
Good morning, everyone. The chief guest of today's function for the Regional AI Impact Summit 2025, the Honorable Minister, Electronics and IT, Government of Odisha, distinguished dignitaries on the dais, distinguished members for this workshop and guests. A very warm welcome to all of you for this Regional AI Impact Summit 2025. From the government side, I think we want to reassure you that the government is fully committed in terms of bringing about improvement in government systems, in terms of empowering people by making use of AI. And the top leadership, the Honorable Chief Minister and the Honorable Minister, are very aggressive on this. The Honorable Chief Minister could not join us today because he is not in Bhubaneswar, but we do have a message, a recorded message from him, which we would play, where he would expound the state's vision on AI. I would, since the speakers before me have, spoken about different aspects and covered all the issues which are there, I would just like to kind of sketch a few thoughts for you, where, which may be important as we move ahead when you're talking about AI and making our strategies and working on it. First of all of us are aware, everybody's been talking about, all these epochal moments in history. We had this printing press and a book revolution, everybody could access, then because of that there was a scientific revolution. The second was where machines replaced physical labor. Third was when you started using energy like power which was available, and we call this the fourth industrial revolution with IT and all, and AI is like you can draw it from there. Why this is important is because all these, they fundamentally alter humanity. These are new ways and the old ways of thinking don't work. And that's very important for all of us to understand what AI is, what are the implications, because we will have to unlearn what we know to a large extent to understand what the future is and then plan and work accordingly. And the challenges and the benefits are immense. So it's very important for us all to know it. What I would like to emphasize here are, you see, AI, it's been there. All of you would know about it. It's been there in 1950s. There was in New Hampshire, Dartmouth, there was a conference when they coined this term. They didn't have the compute power nor the data. Nothing happened. They call it the AI winter. Then the first time, it started making headlines was, major headlines was around 2012 or something, when there's this competition called VisionNet, where the AI machines beat humans in recognizing images and all that. The next big thing was when in that game Go, which is supposed to be very complicated and all, AlphaGo and all, it beat the Korean champion who was there, which showed that, look, this has some abilities. Fundamentally, AI works on statistics, patterns and all that, and then it can, that's the base on which it works. So it was quite surprising. Then the next big surprise was, which kind of shook everybody, was this GPTs and all that, and these LLMs, the use of LLMs and all, which came out in 2022 and all that, and that's what Debjani ji also alluded to. The generative AI came and the LLMs came, and the progress has been very rapid. And the sheer fact that so much money has been invested in it, if you see the market cap of the, these 5 technology companies, the Google, the Amazons, Facebook, and all in the US, they're being driven by this AI. Most of the investment too is coming from there. What does it mean for a country, for a state, for all of us? According to me, the first is, India has had great success in what we call public digital infrastructure, the UPI model. I think the same strategy is being adopted by India, and the states should work together, accelerate it, which is, having that, it was mentioned that compute power, getting data sets right, so the data which is available for your own generative models, for your LLMs, working out on solutions using agent AI, which is already there on the table. It's more about application. I think the fact remains the US uses a model which is driven by corporates, big investment. China used a different model where the government, research institutions, industry, everybody work together. And India too, we have that template of a digital public infrastructure. And if we put together network, I'm sure we have the manpower and the talent to get the results we want. In fact, the first report, if I remember right, came out in Niti Aayog when they came out on a report on an action plan on AI in 2018. 7 years have passed, and we got things on the ground, but there is a need for acceleration, which I think all these states and the nation together, the union together, we'll have to work on it. So that's second thing is, as a technology, it has huge implications in terms of empowering people who may not have the resources as on today to access knowledge, information and others. And that's where for government it has big implications. One, we can reinvent government. The way we do things can just change using AI, make it more accessible to people, make it easy for people to interface with government. And third, just empower everybody. He doesn't have to depend upon institutional way of gaining knowledge, institutional way of accessing things and all. It can be made available. He can get empowered. So I think that part is very, very strong, where you can democratize, within quotes, what we call intelligence or knowledge or something. And that can have immense significance. You know, I remember when the mobile phone came, they used to be bulky. We used to think it's only for the elites. But then the prices crashed. Everybody started using it, and you can find how useful it is for everybody now, for communication, selling their produce, getting information. And similarly, AI would have that advantage. Now, what we need to do first is, you see, the flip sides also and the con sides and how governments can work on it. Let's say jobs. We have a lot of youngsters who are depending on those jobs, call centers, basic accounting, basic coding and all, which AI is started to take a toll, and within 5 years, I think it will. What do we do as a strategy? I think our strategy has to be where we use AI for augmenting human capabilities and jobs, which will be made necessary. Reskilling them or taking AI in a direction where it can augment, or it will need humans to do this. One simple example is when you use it for radiography and all, you need a lot of people to actually understand it and things like that. The second bigger implication for us, which I think Devjani was mentioning in the morning, you see, any country which has grown faster, either it depended on services, India has depended on a lot of these jobs in the IT sector, or manufacturing. And one of the reasons why these countries did well in manufacturing was their advantage in low-priced labor which was available in logistics. Now, if you make everything automated, you know, there's no reason why factories would come to India or other places like Vietnam and others where labor is cheap and they have a comparative advantage. It'll go to Western countries where you can just put AI robots and all the manufacturing is done, which is already happening. So I think we have to think deeply about these issues. The issue of jobs, what does it mean for us? How do we work in that direction? Other incidental things which, again, speakers mentioned, the second would be the ethics part. You've seen fake news, its ability to spread misinformation, what can be done, just the fact what is real, what is true, and that's also a skill. I mean, this generation would have to learn that. And all those things, I mean, these are new things we don't know. We assumed, you know, when the printing press was there, you assumed what is written there. Since it was written by learned people, you assumed it was true. Now you don't know. So that's another skill, I think, as human beings, we would have to pick up. The impact on society, individuals, Anurag pointed out, is going to be huge. We do not know how to relate to it. What is the psychological impact? What is the impact on society? What do we do about it? Another one where a lot of people, Europe has come out with a regulation on AI, and I think OpenAI and a lot of them talk about responsible AI. The fact, you know, it's being pushed by a lot of investment, and we don't know what we are creating. Can it have implications for humanity as a whole? Can it go rogue? You know, you build a code and then you give it the ability to itself, you know, develop something. Not even that Newton stage, but something it can go. So can it go rogue? You give it a command, it doesn't listen and do something else? We don't know. So the point I'm making is that all of us have to be invested in this as a technology. I think Honorable Minister was also suggesting that we should, every citizen, we've already taken out a circular where all the officers should train themselves in AI, and we're using it as office productivity tools. But every citizen should have familiarity, have an understanding, how it can empower him. I mean, that's also very important. And these issues we need to work on. And mostly, you know, like Vishal pointed out, we are having 4 workshops concurrently in Bhubaneswar on AI. We have to move from workshop to action. And that's where I think we have to do it jointly. The academia, the universities, the industry, individual researchers, startups, the government, work in a networked manner so that the results we envisage for the future are there and we are able to achieve that. Because the responsibilities are immense, the possibilities are immense, the downsides are also immense. And therefore, a huge onus on us who are there in policy making, who are working on it, to see that the future is bright for everybody. So again, I would welcome all of you. I think it's a very, very important topic. I do hope this workshop would come up with ideas, go deep into these issues, and I'm sure it will be very helpful when we have the AI Summit in Delhi next year. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Shahuja, for your valuable insights. Ladies and gentlemen, an impactful outcome of a summit like this is the partnership it forges and the collaboration it sets in motion. Odisha is happy to have made the most of this platform to translate dialogue into action through new alliances that will strengthen our AI ecosystem and accelerate real-world implementation. On that note, may I now invite Principal Secretary of the Electronics and IT Department, Government of Odisha, Shivishal Kumar Dev, to shed light on these alliances and the partnerships.
Thank you, Diksha. So, post the release of the AI policy and the launch of the Odisha AI mission a few months back, we have initiated implementation of a few use cases in the areas of agriculture, health, and education with various solution providers. Present? Yeah. These are Niruthi, Dwara, CK12, and the Ministry of Agriculture. Today we are announcing new partnerships with OpenAI, with Vadhwani AI, with Sarvam, and with TCS. So the partnership with OpenAI is on capacity building for college students and government officials. And what's unique about it is that OpenAI is offering about $20,000 worth of API credits to colleges and universities for experimentation and piloting of AI use cases. The partnership with Vadhwani AI is on real-time AI-powered oral reading fluency measurement in Odia and English. So in schools, when you teach Odia and English, you know how fluent a child is. It's very important. We originally started off with Odia, but then we thought that English is equally important, if not more. So this is a partnership on that. We have two partnerships getting launched today with Sarvam. .ai. One is on Subhadra, on monitoring and encouraging Subhadra beneficiaries to improve productive utilization of benefits. So Subhadra is a scheme which was launched when the new government came in power last year. It offers 50,000 rupees as financial support for starting enterprises and various other productive assets and organizations to women between 21 and 60 years of age. So this is a scheme which has become very successful. And the idea is, how do we monitor that the funds that are provided, 50,000, are utilized productively and effectively? So this will basically nudge the beneficiaries to move in that direction. The next partnership with Sarvam is on, again, personalized calls to Rice Fallow Management Program beneficiaries to resolve issues in scheme delivery. Rice Fallow Management happens to be a very important program of the Agriculture and Farmers Empowerment Department here. And this will again be using the AI. Finally, we have a system called the Odisha Secretariat Workflow Automation System. This was started way back in 2008. We were amongst the first states to take up e-file management. And we are now embedding AI in OSWAS, the Secretariat Workflow Automation System, in the government of Odisha, along with TCS. TCS is our partner. I would request all the 4 partners to please come up here. And is that a part of this, or are we doing it later?
Yeah, I'm just, yes, sir. We'll call them for
fine.
a group photograph.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. And he's already informed us about the partnerships. Some of our representatives of these partners are here, so we'd like to celebrate with them through a group photograph. So I'll request Ms. Pragya Mishra, India Head OpenAI, Ms. Prerna Bhandari, Public Sector Lead from Sarvam AI, and Ms. Ankita Biswal, a part of the management team from TCS, to please and come and join us on stage for a group photograph with our dignitaries. I'll also request our esteemed dignitaries on stage to step forward for the group photograph with our partner representatives who are here with us. Just to inform all of you, we'll also have Mr. Pratyush Kumar, co-founder of Prameya, to joining in for the keynote address later today. Yes, I'll request our esteemed dignitaries if they could please step forward for a group photograph with our new partners. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a dull gathering, I would say. Can we have a big round of applause as we celebrate these partnerships? So we still need your support for the applauses. AI we can't really rely on. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies. Thank you to our esteemed dignitaries. All right,
I think one important thing to be noted here is AI is also leading to women's empowerment. All the 3 partners who came here were women.
Thank you, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the launch of the Orissa AI Mission Portal. I'll request Honorable Minister Electronics and IT, Government of Orissa, Dr. Mukesh Mahaling, to do the honors and launch the Orissa AI Mission Portal. This Orissa AI Mission, will serve as the highest institutional mechanism to implement AI initiatives across department, coordinate pilot projects, and provide support to public agencies, startups, and academic institutions. Well, thank you. That marks the launch of the mission. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have the presence of the Honorable Minister for Electronics and Information Technology, Government of Orissa, Dr. Mukesh Mahaling, with us today. Under his leadership, Orissa has emerged as one of India's earliest and most decisive movers in artificial intelligence, becoming one of the first states to notify a comprehensive AI policy and earmarking dedicated budgetary support for the Orissa AI mission. He firmly believes that AI must be applied where it matters most, in improving lives on the ground, from AI-driven initiatives in agriculture, such as coffee plantation monitoring in Koraput, or AI-led health projects focused on tracking child malnutrition, maternal mortality, and child health outcomes. His vision places people at the center of technology adoption. May I now request him to address this gathering. Let's welcome him with a warm round of applause.
Jai Jagannath, Namaskar. Dignitaries on the dais, Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha, gentlemen from Government of Egypt, Chief Architect, Niti Frontier Tech Hub, Principal Secretary, IT Secretary, Government of UP, and other dignitaries on the dais, invited guests, press, media, and the special guest, invited students, young students. All of you warm welcome to Regional AI Impact Summit 2025. It's a proud moment for us that Government of India trust upon Government of Odisha to organize the Regional AI Summit 2025 among one of the eight state all over the India. As you know, that under the able leadership of Honorable Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi ji, Government of India scheduled to organize India AI Summit in the mid-February 2026, and this is a part, and all over the India, Ministry of Electronics and Technology, in support of the respective state government, organizing 7 regional AI impact summit in 7 different subjects. And our Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha, Mohan Charan Majhi ji, shortly he will join with us through virtual mode from Hyderabad, as he is busy somewhere for a road show on FDI investment to the state of Odisha. Our main motto of the state regional AI Impact Summit is that AI for all. AI should be used in the government office as well as in the other sector of the society. And as you few minutes ago, you seen in the screen that various welfare scheme of the government of Odisha enable with the AI, so that our e-governance mechanism, and we should monitor how the welfare scheme reaches to the last line of the society. We have 2 to 3 flagship program in our state. One is most flagship program, Subhadra Yojana, which is enabled with the AI. Also, we are giving input subsidy to the farmers on the paddy, which is the only country in the entire Pure Bharat Varsh mein that we are giving input subsidy to the farmer on rice, both in Rabi and Kharif. Also, this is enabling through the AI tool. 2 to 3 issues which I want to highlight. Our main focus on the regional AI summit is that under the able leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we have 3 sutras and 7 chakras. These 3 sutras are the people, planet and progress, what you may be seen in the screen. People-centric governance, and how in a progressive world, the people of the planet can use the AI, and how the AI is a powerful tool in the whole society, so that we can gather the knowledge through AI. One question came to my mind, that AI know more than us. Where? If you put more data in the system, then AI will search and give you a correct data. And for the state of Odisha, we have been categorized for the discussion, for this 3 days discussion on democratizing AI resources, ensuring equitable access to data, computer and modules. How the data, what we put into the system can be used for us, and the data can be used in the last mile way for the government enabling system. Democratizing AI resources can lead to an extreme growth of creativeness and shared technology ecosystem, easy accessibility of AI is the true definition of democratizing AI. AI tool should be accessible to everyone, rather restricting it to big organizations, tech grants, or major research hub. There are many Indian companies and organizations such as Yellow.ai, Observe.ai, Indo AI, and so on are providing AI tools to the mass market, which showed that even very tiny steps can transform into major changes. It's true that there would be always some problem such as privacy breach and lack of transparency, but artificial intelligence can still make our lives more advanced, creative, and comfortable if handled carefully. Democratization of AI could transform the dream of changing the future into reality, provided if used within reasonable ethical and oversight boundaries. That means we have to use the AI carefully, and these, out of these 7 chakras, one chakra is which is democratizing AI resources was for next 2 days we are discussing on that, and our outcome should be in a documented form, and we should be discussed in the India AI Summit at Delhi. Another 6 subject which is very important of these 7 chakras are the human capital, focusing on skill, workforce, and education for the AI age. Today morning, I am discussing with our Chief Secretary, why not we should introduce AI in the school, starting from the school curriculum to the graduate level, to the postgraduate level, and research methodology level, so that the AI tool can be used for research, as well as we may grown up the AI concept from the school level to the up to the highest education level. And also there is a need of the time that our government officials and those who are served in the government system, e-governance mechanism, they should also know the AI module for the better governance. And as you know, our government is the first state government all over the country that we have approved the AI policy 2025, Odisha AI policy 2005. Also, my Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi has approved the allocated fund for this AI project in the financial year 2025 and 26, and Odisha AI mission, I hope so that it will help to enable the AI technology forward in the state as well as in the country. As the India advances towards the vision 2047, Odisha is preparing for the vision 2036, making 100 years since the formation of the state. Our objective to build a future-ready, innovation-drive economy that balances growth with equity and sustainability. Artificial intelligence will be a key enabler for this transition. Our goal is to contribute significantly to the national dream of a developed India by 2047. And in Odisha, we see AI as a force that will bring a gap between the rural and urban sector, enhancing everything from the precious of our farmer to the efficiency to our healthcare system. And my government is ready to use the AI tool in all 41 departments to provide a technological solution for e-governance. Thank you all. Bande Mataram, Bharat Mata ki Jai.
Thank you so much to our Honorable Minister for his inspiring and valuable insights. Ladies and gentlemen, if Odisha today has reinforced its position as a strong and meaningful contributor to India's AI journey, it is driven by the clear vision and leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Mohan Charan Majhi, and his commitment to positioning artificial intelligence as a catalyst for good governance, inclusive growth, and economic transformation in the state. While he is unable to join us in person today due to prior engagement outside the state, the Honorable Chief Minister has shared a virtual message on the occasion of the Odisha AI Summit 2025 and the Regional AI Impact Summit 2025. So let's take a look at it.
I extend my warm greetings to all of you at the Odisha AI Summit 2025. Today marks a defining moment in our state's technological journey. We are not merely adopting artificial intelligence, we are building the foundation of an AI-powered Odisha. This will strengthen governance, speed of service delivery, and empower citizens. Under the double engine Sarkar, to realize the vision of Samruddh Odisha 2036 and Viksit Bharat 2047, we are taking transformative initiatives that combine industrial growth with social progress. Our inspiration to this journey is the visionary leadership of Yashasvi Pradhan Mantri Shri Narendra Modi ji. His dream of an Atmanirbhar Bharat continues to inspire and transform our industrial and digital landscape. India is undergoing a historic technical transformation under him. Odisha is proud to be an active and ambitious partner in this national movement. Our development priorities converge with the national goals of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Digital India, and Viksit Bharat. Over the past year, we have taken strong steps to build an AI-powered state. We launched the Odisha AI Policy 2025, becoming the first state in the country to do so. We have established a dedicated AI cell and begun introducing AI tools to enhance transparency and improve responsive governance. We have placed IT, ITES, electronics, and emerging technologies at the core of Odisha's economic strategy. We have 500 plus companies, 1,500 plus startups, and strong incubation capacity that support our growing ecosystem. With support from institutions such as IIT Bhubaneswar, NIT Raurkela, Triple IT Bhubaneswar, and Niger, Odisha is building a robust talent pipeline that combines technical capability with a deep cultural foundation. In recent months, Odisha has taken concrete steps to emerge as a frontline state in technology, with major semiconductor projects coming off in InfoValue. We have aimed at upskilling our youth in fintech and insurtech with upcoming GCC and fintech policies. Backed by strong infrastructure, quantitative costs, and a progressive policy environment, we are advancing responsible AI adoption across sectors. When the technological strength of industry, the knowledge of academia, and the imagination of our youth coming together, we create an Odisha that leads with confidence, compassion, and capability. The new Odisha is committed to ensuring that benefits of AI reach every village and household. We will build an Odisha that stands at the forefront of India's AI future as a model for the nation. Thank you. वन्दे उत्कल जनामि।
Thank you to our Honorable Chief Minister for his inspiring address. Ladies and gentlemen, we would now like to present tokens of appreciation to all our esteemed dignitaries on dais. I'll request Mr. Vishal Dev, Principal Secretary, Electronics and IT Department, Government of Orissa, to first present a memento and an uttariya to our Honorable Minister, Electronics and IT, Government of Orissa, Dr. Mukesh Mahaling. An uttariya and memento as a token of appreciation. I'll also request him to present one to Shri Manoj Ahuja, Chief Secretary, Government of Orissa. We are grateful for the presence of each and every dignitary here for the inaugural ceremony today. One for Ms. Debjani Ghosh, Chief Architect, Niti Frontier Tech Hub. Just to inform that this is to all our dignitaries from outside. Tarakasi, this is a century-old art from Cuttack, where fine silver wires have been intricately woven into showpieces. So that's the memento and an uttariya as a mark of respect. Thank you. I'll now request Mr. Manas Ranjan Panda, Special Secretary, Electronics and IT Department, Government of Orissa, to present a memento to Mr. Anurag Yadav, Principal Secretary, IT and Electronics, Government of Uttar Pradesh. I'll request him to present it to Shri Sudeep Srivastav, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India. Yes, I think, the crowd is not really very generous in applauding, so we would appreciate a bit of generosity. Thank you. And of course to Mr. Ahmed Hafnavi, AI governance expert from Egypt. Thank you so much. I would now request Shri Manas Ranjan Panda, Special Secretary, Electronics and IT, Government of Orissa, and MD OCAC to deliver the vote of thanks.
Namaskar and very good afternoon to all. Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Parliament Affairs, Electronics and IT Department, Government of Odisha, Dr. Mukesh Mahaling, respected Chief Secretary, Government of Odisha, Sri Manoj Ahuja, respected Principal Secretary, Electronics and IT Department, Government of Odisha, Sri Vishal Dev, respected Principal Secretary, Department of Electronics and IT, Government of UP, Sri Anurag Yadav ji, Joint Secretary, MIT, Government of India, Sri Sudeep Srivastav, our Chief Architect of Niti Frontier Tech Hub, Ms. Debjani Ghosh, our distinguished guest from Egypt, Dr. Ahmed Hafnavi, senior officials from Government of India, different part of the state, Government of Odisha, and eminent academicians, policymakers, industry leaders, startups, innovators, students, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Government of Odisha and India Mission, it's my proud privilege to propose the vote of thanks for this inaugural session of the Regional AI Impact Summit 2025. At the outset, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Minister of Odisha for his kind address, though who could not present because of his prior schedule, whose visionary leadership and clear roadmap for a citizen-centric, tech-driven Odisha continue to guide all our efforts. I convey my sincere and heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Minister for Electronics and IT, Government of Odisha, Dr. Mukesh Mahaling, for his inspiring address and unwavering leadership. His clear articulation of Odisha's commitment to building the robust, responsible and innovation-led AI ecosystem aligned with the vision of Government of India. I would like to place on record our special thanks to our respected Chief Secretary, Sri Manoj Ahuja sir. His strategic vision, foresight and constant encouragement have been instrumental in translating policy into action, and he is the architect for the shaping the new Odisha and the AI, creating a right kind of AI roadmap for the state of Odisha. I also express my sincere gratitude to our Principal Secretary, Elections 90, Sri Vishal Dev sir, for his direction, for driving a driving force behind Odisha's digital and AI initiatives. My sincere thanks to our distinguished speaker, Dr. Ahmad Hafnei from Egypt, and Madam Devjani Ghosh for bringing global and national perspective on AI governance, frontier technology, and responsible innovation, and enriching the discourse of this summit. My sincere thanks to Sri Sudeep Srivastav, Joint Secretary MIT, for all his support and aligning Odisha's AI initiative with Government of India in AI mission and national digital priorities. A special thank to all our stakeholders, including the AHRC Center, Artificial Intelligence High Performance Research Center, which is established within IIT Bhubaneswar, Professor Nanda and his team for all their support. Thank to the OSA member from present here, Dr. Professor Mahapatra, Prashant Mahapatra, Professor Chita Baral, and Professor Ajay Mohanty. They are all present. Thank you very much for all your support and guiding us, creating this summit here today. I thank all the delegates who come from all the way for this summit, senior official from Government of India, different part of the state, Government of Odisha, our industry partners, startups, researchers, academy institutes, and for all their active participation and valuable contribution. The summit clearly reflects Odisha's commitment to collaboration, bringing together government, academy, industry, and society to move from policy to practice and from idea to impact. As we proceed with the session ahead, I am confident that the discussion and partnership forged here will translate into meaningful outcome for governance, service delivery, and economic growth. Once again, thank you all for all your presence, your insight and commitment. Thank you. I wish a great success. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shripanda, for that. And ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to the end of the inaugural ceremony. We would once again like to thank Honorable Minister and all our esteemed dignitaries for gracing the inaugural ceremony. I'll now, in fact, request our Honorable Minister and all esteemed dignitaries to proceed to visit the stalls set up by the startups. And, of course, I'll also request after that the Honorable Minister to inaugurate the experience zone accompanied by all our other dignitaries. Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll be resuming the sessions, the breakout sessions by 12:45 in 30 minutes. So there's also a short tea break. So you can enjoy your hot cup of tea and then come back for the breakout sessions.